let's dive in on how you can improve your fitness in under 10 minutes a day. It's going to come down to two things. Well, actually, three things. I lied, three things. So first and foremost, what it's going to come down to is planning workouts. Okay? Planning your workouts. That's number one. If you don't do that, good luck in getting massive improvement on your fitness in under 10 minutes a day. You're going to plan your workouts. Plan around the time that you have, plan around the goals that you have, plan around longer than just one workout at a time. You're going to look at week over week, month over month, session over session. How are you feeling? Planning intentionally ahead of time. But with the planning, the second thing that you're going to do here is you're going to record your numbers. Okay? Right? And what I mean by this is you're going to record reps and sets. You're going to record weights. You're going to record rest periods. You're going to record a qualitative metric, maybe in the form of smiley faces or a 1 out of 10 on how you felt, how difficult it was, etc. Right? And if you're intentionally planning around RPE for your workouts, right, effectively, or you're using RIR, you're using something else, some other measure of exertion, so you know what difficulty you're looking for on these workouts. As long as you're planning them with that in mind, and then you're recording your numbers, your rest, your sets, your weight, while you're going along, you're going to be in a much better spot. Now, to plan your workouts for this week, right, look at it, not only on a 4 or 6 week or 8 week time horizon, but also coming down to just ahead of your workouts. What I'm really talking about planning here is not writing the programming, because that takes way longer than 10 minutes a day. What I'm really speaking about here is planning the flow of the workout for the day. How's your gym set up? How can you best utilize the space, the time of day that you're going? Plan how you're going to get there, plan what you're going to wear, those kind of things. Really having programming in some sort of physical capability that you can write on, right? And putting your gear aside, whether it be your gym bag or your shirt, your shorts, etc. Planning how you're going to execute. All in all, already having your programming written, that's going to take maybe 2 to 3 minutes. Recording your numbers throughout your sets, it's maybe going to take 2 or 3 minutes, right? And then number 3 is just going to be periodically throughout the day, staying mobile. So the last thing that you want to do is go from sitting for 8 to 10 hours a day immediately into a workout and think that you're going to get maximum effort or maximum output from the effort that you're putting in without doing any kind of mobilization during the day. Chances are that if you're sitting, your hips are way too tight, your low back's way too tight, your shoulders are way too tight, your posture looks like shit. Making sure that you stay mobile throughout the day, maybe that's, a couple reverse lunges, maybe that's a couple Cossacks, right? Throughout the day, maybe that's a little bit of walking, maybe that's a little bit of couch stretch, what have you. Literally in 10 minutes a day, if you have an idea of how you're going to plan your workout, maybe it takes 3 to 5 minutes. You're going to record your numbers, maybe that takes 2 minutes. At minimum, that gives you another 3 minutes to just plan when you can stay mobile. Now, is the actual mobility itself going to take only 3 minutes? Well, no, but the planning for 10 minutes around these things will give you massive benefits to your overall fitness, and that planning part will only take you 10 minutes. Obviously, the execution of all these things might take a little bit more than 10 minutes, but the ways that we'll do this is really this. I'm gonna say we're gonna come break down this into transportation, right? Time of day, we're gonna call that Todd. We're gonna call fit, gear, sups, programming, okay? We're also then going to have a pen, paper, okay, or app, right? Something to record. So you're going to want to make sure that you have this stuff in mind, and I would probably have just a checklist that you can go like one after another on the top of the day so that you know that you're ready, especially if you got to go straight from work to the gym, because if you have to do that, you're going to have to be in a position where you thought about this before you left the house. Recording your numbers, this is either going to be some sort of fitness app or pen paper. I prefer pen paper because it takes you away from your phone, and I seem to get lost on my phone when I'm in the gym, but you don't have to use pen and paper. You can use just a fitness app. That's totally fine, right? And then we're going to break into staying mobile Similar to how we talked about exercise snacking, except we're going to do mobility snacking. So this is, top of the hour, you got X amount of steps. After a meeting, you have X amount of steps. Walk into a door and you have X amount of hanging on the pull-up bar. Whatever have you, that's going to be something that you're going to be doing kind of throughout the day. And in 10 minutes of accurate planning around these things, your fitness should go up through the roof, and you won't have as much stress nor as much tension in your workouts. And it won't be like oh shit, I've got to scramble to get everything done to have this happen. All that you will need to do is do a little bit of pre-planning, right? And as they say, the old axiom goes, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So does it mean that everything's going to go off without a hitch? No, it doesn't, but it does mean that if you do these kind of things and you're intentional about doing this to the best of your ability, that you have a better chance of succeeding with less stress and with less crap coming up, right? Life is going to happen. Entropy is a thing. Can't avoid everything, but you do this, you're going to be in a much better spot, and I hope that helps you. If you want to hear about anything, send me a DM on Instagram, and let's rock and roll from there. Peace.